I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person. I don't. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name. So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
We've got a wild one today. A full-blown sovereign citizen showdown in court. This guy tries the usual script, claiming the court has no authority over him. But let's be real, he has no idea what he's talking about. Like, if you're gonna argue with a judge, someone who literally makes legal decisions for a living, at least do a little research first, right? Watching him try to outsmart the system is just painfully hilarious. Let's dive in and watch this self-proclaimed legal genius embarrass himself in real time. And hey, if you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out.
Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding. Okay, and I need you unmuted at the jail. There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. I'm the natural person, I'm the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
We are upright, if nothing else. So, okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural person, the living man.
Okay, thank you for your patience there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle. So,
No problem.
recalling case number 19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said. And also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It is not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And me being a living person. I don't. My name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name nor.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off right there.
It's hard to know what this defendant was thinking walking into court, acting like a self-styled legal expert. From the moment he launched into his sovereign citizen routine, talking about imaginary laws, punctuation in his name, and non-existent loopholes, the hearing turned into a spectacle. He spoke with total certainty, just not about anything that exists in real law. It felt less like a defense and more like an improv act gone wrong. The judge's reaction said it all. At first, she tried to keep a straight face, but when his arguments began looping back on themselves, even she couldn't help a slight laugh. You could see her patience thinning while she gave him every chance to make an actual legal point, something grounded in fact or statute, but nothing came close. Instead, he kept insisting that the court had no jurisdiction, while standing in the very courtroom hearing his case. By the end, it was clear to everyone in the room that he'd only dug a deeper hole. The judge's parting words, firm, composed, and edged with disbelief, brought the entire display to an unforgettable close. What was meant to be a clever escape turned into a textbook reminder. Courtroom drama might play well online, but in front of a judge, facts beat fantasy every single time.
Okay.
I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
Okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening that charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So, what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So, I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was traveling home.
Okay.
I wasn't doing business at all. And also from my understanding, I don't need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that.
Did this guy just snitch on himself? The charge is driving without a license, and he's out here proudly admitting he hasn't had one in 2 years. Like, bro, stop talking. You're literally giving them all the evidence they need. And then he goes, I wasn't driving, I was traveling. Come on, man. That's not a legal argument. That's a Facebook post gone wrong. If you get caught driving without a license, maybe stop insisting you weren't driving. It just makes you look more guilty. Honestly, I don't get it. A driver's license isn't that expensive. Follow basic laws, fit into society, and you'll avoid all this hassle and jail time. This guy's at least being somewhat respectful. I'll give him that, but let's be real, he's not exactly the brightest bulb in the courtroom. What do you guys think so far? He's polite, sure, but still peaks sovereign citizen logic. Let's dive back in and see how bad this gets.
For now, you are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Yes.
So
at this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity?
I hear you, and at this point you are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record, and yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded the documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case. That's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records. Is that good enough?
Whatever documentation you have,
Mm-hmm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So, and again, that court date, June 26th? Okay. Will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter that you are standing mute to all charges at this time.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction, though, correct?
Yes.
How? From my understanding, that has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
You are not correct. The court will also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for that June 24th court date at 9 a.m. over Zoom before Judge Washington, where you will have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail?
I absolutely love the way this judge handled the sovereign citizen. She kind of let him talk a little too much in my opinion, but she was still great at keeping control of the courtroom. She wasn't having any of his nonsense, cutting him off when needed and even throwing in a few sharp, clever responses just to toy with him a bit. Honestly, we need more judges like her, a perfect mix of patience and sass. You could tell she wasn't intimidated for a second, and that's exactly what you need when dealing with someone who thinks tossing around random legal jargon somehow makes them a genius. Now, about this whole Zoom court thing, do you guys like it or find it kind of ridiculous? Because personally, I think Zoom hearings are a joke, especially when it's a sovereign citizen trying to argue their case over the internet. It's like trying to have a serious conversation with someone wearing a clown nose. It just doesn't work. They always end up talking over the judge, derailing everything, and it just doesn't have the same authority or seriousness as an in-person hearing. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to like and subscribe for more courtroom chaos, and definitely let me know what you thought about this hearing down in the comments. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.